There was a time when I did not know how to drive a car. Patricia might say that I still do not know how to. But you know, the reality of it is that I thought I knew how to drive a car before I actually knew. And so I would get in, and back then my parents had stick shift cars. My dad had a red pickup truck, an old red Dodge pickup truck. It was 3 in the tree, and I didn't know nothing about no tree or 3 up in the tree or anything like that. And, my mom had a red, I don't know why they had red vehicles, but she had a red Volkswagen Beetle, and it was stick shift. But I got in that red truck one time after church. I had the key. And I used to like, when I was probably 13, 14 years old, I used to like to go out and get the key and go out and start the car and let them be warming up, you know. That was enough for me for a little while. I'll just go out and start the car. And then one day I went out and I tried to start that truck. And I hadn't been instructed. So it wasn't completely my fault. But I started that truck, and it had to be in first gear when I started, and I didn't put the clutch in, so I ran over the bushes at church when I started that truck. So, but the thing is that I was willing to try. I didn't know how to drive. I didn't know how to drive. But I was willing to learn, I was willing to try. And so 2024, we've got to be willing to learn and willing to try to do things that God impresses on our hearts. And at the same time, we've got to be open and willing to receive that 2024 is going to be a year where God impresses things on our spirit and puts things into our heart and into our mind that He wants us to do. And we cannot start the year by saying, forget it, no, if I've never done it before, I'm not going to do it, it's not going to happen. You know what? If that becomes you, and you look at those opportunities that God gives you, and you say, that's not me, I've never done that before, you gotta, I mean, logically, look at this. If God had to find somebody who's already done it before, nobody would ever do anything.